Hi, my name is Robert Shelley with Shelley Law, and my law firm assists nurse practitioners with employment contract and independent contractor agreement issues. Today I'm going to talk about a partnership track for nurse practitioners. Now, to be honest, amongst all the specialties, physicians, vets, dentists, NPs being offered potential partnership is relatively rare, but not completely rare. Obviously, it normally would materialize in a state where nurse practitioners are autonomous and they can have their own practices. It's extraordinarily rare for a physician to offer partnership to an advanced practice provider. It just doesn't happen very often. So this is for the people that are either moving to or actively working in a state where nurse practitioners are autonomous and they can set up their own practices, and then you would be joining a nurse practitioner-owned practice, and then that person is offering you potential partnership down the road. So what is partnership? Well, you're going to be an owner in the practice, so you share in the expenses and the revenues, and have access to some income streams that you may not have as a employee. So if they were to sell products, this is really specialty dependent upon what type of practice you're in. But if they sell products, if they have a lab, any of that type of thing that you would never receive as an employee, you would now have access to. So how does it work? Well, they're never going to put the details of the partnership arrangement in the contract. So that's probably the biggest question I get is, why do they refuse to put the details in the contract? There's two reasons. One, they're not going to guarantee partnership to anybody. They want to make certain that the NP is a good fit personally and professionally before they extend an ownership offer to them, which makes sense. Second, if they decide to change the way that it's structured in some way, if it's listed in the contract, then they're kind of stuck. So they don't want to do that either. So if the details aren't in the contract, that's completely normal. Now, one question you do need to ask is, how many employees have you had that you denied partnership to? So the reason why that's important is I find many practices will depress the compensation of the employee for, if 2-3 year period of time, whatever it is, before they offer partnership, as a kind of a carrot on the stick, so that if you wait that long, below market salary, you could potentially have a windfall down the road once you're offered partnership. But there are some practices who will just say that, and then when the time comes to offer partnership, they never do. So you need to ask, how many potential partners have you denied partnership to? Next, the buy-in to the practice. It's pretty rare for there to be large buy-ins in the current market. Usually it's like a de minimis value, like $1 or $10 or something like that, instead of 100,000. However, if it is a $100,000 buy-in, it's not, like a huge red flag. But how they would structure that is they're not going to make you pay it all up front. What they'll likely do is have you sign a promissory note, and then they'll take out either a percentage or a set value out of your paycheck until it's all paid off. Usually on a 4 or 5 year timeline. And then once it's paid off, then you're fully vested and you're, a full owner of the practice. But also need to, once again, think there are upsides and downsides. Make sure that the person that you're partnering with is a solid business person, ethical practice, not doing any kind of billing shenanigans, because that could come back to bite you as well if you become an owner. That's a little primer on potential partnership for nurse practitioners. If you have any questions about your employment contract or independent contractor agreement, feel free to contact my law firm at the phone number and website listed below. And I appreciate you watching the video. All right, take care.